What's going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building. And as you guys can see, I'm in a different setting, okay? Let's just say that your boy was it was just a hard week. And so I was like, you know what? It's time for a little getaway. So we had to get away, okay? So I'm here on vacation and I was like, you know what? Let's see what's going on with the news, baby. And I had seen this little preview of this. Bravo had done like a little, y'all know how they do those little cribs things where they take you inside the home and whatnot. And they let the person, kind of like give you a house tour. They had done one with Phaedra. And so I was like, this is interesting because when I first saw it, and, Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine, a.k.a. Lateasha Lunsford, all right, she is doing the house tour of her and Dr. G's home. What I didn't realize when I first saw it was that this was actually indeed Quad's old home with Dr. G. So one moved out, one moved in. Listen, on paper, this makes sense, right? Why would he have to have a whole new home, especially if that was his home? And, Quad moved out and she got her own mansion and things like that, right? So I didn't really think too much of it initially because I did not realize that it was the home that Quad was also living in. So then, as you watch it further, you note that she says something like, yeah, this room was dead. It's one of the rooms. I can't remember which room it is. It's like a great room or something like that. It's actually the room that the photo is on right here, okay? And she's like, yeah, this room was dead. I had to exorcise some demons. So in my mind, I was like, when I was watching it and I didn't know it was Quad's old home, I was just thinking like, well, that's kind of shady to the previous owners or whatever like that. But then I was like, oh, wait. Is she talking about Quad? Is she calling Quad the demon? Like, I'm just asking y'all the questions, okay? Because it felt like shade to me. Now, I don't know about it. Because for me, if I wasn't trying to shade nobody, I would be like, because I would be real careful about it. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that his ex-wife used to live there, I would simply be like, you know what? We made some modifications to the home. This room right here had so much space and it had really not a lot going on. And so we just start to liven it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to the point where you're saying like, this room was dead, I had to exorcise the demons. I mean, girl, is you the pastor? Pastor, I mean, listen, watch it for yourself. Okay, it's on site Instagram page, but it's also, I think, on like the Neighborhood Talk. It's on a couple of different pages. So y'all let me know. But anyway, it's on site. Their caption reads, "Sis, this may not be the flex that you think it is." Okay? And Dr. Heavenly has chimed in, as you guys can see, and indicates that Quad's new home is better. Now, Dr. Heavenly, I love that Dr. Heavenly just can't stay out the ish. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Heavenly knows it's time for the show to come back on. Let's get this party started. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the ratings up. Let's get the people talking. And she know how to get the people talking. So I ain't mad at Dr. Heavenly. Go ahead and do your job, baby. Go ahead and give us what we need to be given, okay? So, let me know in the chatterization, did you receive this as shade when you watched it? If you did, okay, based on what I said, do you receive it as shade now? And do you think that there's any need for Quad to clap back? If you guys go to Dr. Heavenly's page right now, as of, what time is it? It's about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So if you go to Dr. Heavenly's page, I think she has actually posted Quad's little, not little, because I hate when people say that word little, like it's insignificant. But she's posted her, home tour as well. So you guys can check that out and make the distinction for yourself. Okay. The homes are definitely very different in style. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. Let's move on because y'all know yesterday I'm using this little app so I can bring up my visuals or whatever like that. So if you see my hand moving, I'm actually making the picture bigger, right? I love this little app for when I'm on the go. All right, so shout out to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk for this one. But the thing about it is, this Ramona situation, it just will not quit, okay? The people is tired. The people are tired of Ramona and her craziness. So yesterday we told y'all how she had been uninvited to BravoCon after it was exposed that she had used the N-word partially used the N-word, basically in trying not to, in telling the reporter she did not use the N-word, she actually spells out part of the N-word. And it's like, girl, like, why haven't you learned your lesson yet? Like, I mean, what to go on, sis? Like, I mean, it makes no sense to me at this point in time, like, why you still... I guess for me, when I really go back into and look at this situation in its totality, and I look at how all of this started, and I'm like, you know, it would seem to me like you would want to distance yourself from even any indication that the N-word is coming into proximity of your brain, okay? So I would have been like, you know, in the text message that she sent to the reporter, she said, you know, I said the N-word. I didn't use the N-word. I didn't say the word N-I-G. Like, girl, don't even do that. Just simply say, you know, what is stated here is not true. I did not say that word, period. You could have left it at that. Actually, you probably shouldn't have been texting the reporter anyway. For real, if you really wanted to handle this situation the right way, you would simply speak through your lawyer, okay? Because if you were speaking through your lawyer, then you wouldn't have all these issues. But since you continue to speak for yourself and you ain't learned not a lick of a lesson from any of this, now you find yourself in hotter water. So now you are disinvited from BravoCon, and now you have been disinvited from your job, okay? Because now you have been fired by Douglas Elliman. And I mean, listen, for those of you guys who do not know, Ramona Singer, during her last season of The Real Housewives of New York City, was in the process of getting her real estate license. Now, we saw her going through that process. I don't necessarily know if by the end of it we saw her get it, because I didn't finish watching the end of that season because honestly I just couldn't take it. I don't know what it was. For some reason I just was like, this ain't giving what I'm used to. And then when you realize, you know, what was going on, and you look at what's happening now, I'm like, okay, no wonder it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give, because we're dealing with somebody who is, you know, saying and doing, you know, racist things. So anyway, I guess for me, you know, now that she's been fired from her job, she's been disinvited from BravoCon. I'm wondering, because that Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, the New York Legacy version, that was supposed to come out in, I believe, December or somewhere towards the end of the year. So now I'm wondering, will they even be able to air that because of the way that people are feeling about Ramona right now? It says a lot for the real estate firm that you're working for to want to fire you, okay, or simply to fire you, because ultimately what they don't want, I'm sure, is the idea that someone who is using racially insensitive language to communicate, I mean, so cavalierly, I'm sure they do not want any association with that. And it would just be simply too much trouble to continue to have her on the roster, because now she's probably making them look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We black folk look for houses too. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, it's like, girl, when are you going to learn to just shut your mouth, man? It's your mouth that be getting you in trouble. The sad thing about this is it's been Ramona's mouth that, and this typically happens with reality TV stars. We've seen it happen a lot. We saw this happen with Brandy Glanville, but in a completely different way. This is the problem, I think, also, too, with sometimes how we are receiving certain reality TV stars. Ramona Singer has always been problematic, but the problem is that she had been rewarded for her problematic behavior because it was problematic behavior under the guise of entertainment. And, for so long, we all just looked at it like, because she was only really usually dealing with people who looked like her, I think a lot of times we excused it for the sake of the laugh, right? But now that we have had to witness her deal with people who don't look like her, I feel like it has become a thing where it's like, oh no, no, ma'am, now, this is really a problem. You really do have a problem. And I don't think she has realized that she has a problem because she has been rewarded for this behavior for so long. And so being rewarded for this behavior for so long, and then for them to still, okay, well, we don't want to have you on New York no more because, those viewers view you as problematic. So what we'll do is we'll invite you to the girls' trip and we'll have you on the girls' trip. And that way it's almost like you're still fired, but you're not really fired. We still want you back. But it's like, come on now, girl. Like, she ain't learned no lessons. So it's probably just time to let the Ramona Coaster go. And it's probably just time to move on from that era of Housewives, because it's over. It's done. It's finished. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about these stories down in the comment section down below. I'm about to get back to enjoying my vacation. I'm about to go to the gym, and I'm about to enjoy the rest of the day. I hope that y'all are being safe out there. I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video.